Once I carry my courses, I can go anywhere. I take bike, I take bus. People pity me. Even while I'm moving, those people that are seeing me every day, they still pity me till now. I don't pity myself. If I pity myself, I would be sitting right at home.
There is ability in disability. These are the words of Michael Showunmi, a graduate of LAUTECH, who is physically challenged but is not dwelling on his disability. The young man is a teacher of mathematics and further maths. In this interview on Faces of Nigeria on Legit.ng, he's going to be telling us more about his journey. Join me, I'm Temitope Popola.
I'm Showunmi Michael. I reside in Lagos. I'm in my mid-20s. I'm from Oyo State, Ibadan, Southwest. I attended Golden Triangle College. I was the best graduating student from the school. Graduate of Chemical Engineering from LAUTECH with upper class degree 4.21. I wasn't born this way. It started when I was up to going to 2 years old. So I think my parents found out that I could not stand up the way I used to. So I was falling back. I was falling down. Later, after making some research while I was old, because my parents don't have any explanation for that. So while I was old, I was just trying to search the Google. Then I found out something called acute flaccid paralysis from polio. So that's what I can trace back that caused the ailment, the disability in me. No, I wasn't using crutches from that time. I used crutches when I was in primary school. Even I was carried to and fro to school, back at home. Later, my mommy forced me to be using crutches. At first, I found it difficult, but through my mom was a disciplinarian, so she used all means on me that I must learn how to use crutches, which was what I hated it. I'm a teacher right now. I'm a teacher. I teach mathematics, further maths. In fact, any science subject. I could teach any science subject, physics, chemistry, biology, as long as it's science subjects. I can teach all science subjects. But majorly right now, I teach mathematics and further maths. So in case my school has an issue with one teacher or the other, I might fill that gap. But right now, I teach mathematics and further mathematics. I have many students I take home lessons. But one of the things I can remember when I first started the home lesson stuff is one day I went to teach a girl. That was my first time. That was my first home lesson. So it was raining heavily that day. While I was coming back, I didn't know there was a canal there. So I fell down inside the canal. I drowned. I was thinking I'm gone already. So like two guys entered the canal and then saved me. I was all wet throughout. In fact, they have to press my tummy to bring out the water. My crutches was flowing the other way, my bag the other way. So as if I'm already go. But once I carry my courses, I can go anywhere. I take bike, I take buses, anywhere I want to go to, I go to. Even people pity me. Even while I'm moving, those people that are seeing me every day, they still pity me till now. But I don't have a choice. I don't pity myself. If I pity myself, I would be sitting right at home. But no, I don't want to be in that pity condition. I have to go out. I have to feed myself. I have to make sure I have something to rely on. Growing up as a child, I wanted to become people like Dagote, oil refineries. I wanted to work in a company like Shell to be one of the top managers there. But along the way, you know, there's a way nature put it back to you. So nature took its course on me while I was posted to a secondary school during my NYC days. So from that, I started nursing the teaching stuff. So before I know it, I was just into teaching. But honestly, what I have in mind for the future is that I will still pursue that dream of being an oil company manager, or the owner of oil company, or the owner of oil refineries, and also teach and impact lives. My tweets about PGD and IGSE, that was because I've always, even right when I started teaching, I always have it in mind that I just want to grow big and big. So I can't have even achieve my dream when I'm feeling that this place where I am is not where I'm supposed to be at the moment. So I'm always focusing on my futures. Now those part of the things I need to acquire while focusing on my future to get to those top schools in Nigeria or top schools in the world is going in the line of education. So that's why I need to have my PhD certificate and also to have idea of the British curriculum. So I need an international exam, which is the reason for IGCSE. So that's why I want to acquire the two of them, and after that, then I can now, top schools can now consider me that, okay, now you have this certificate, we can now employ you. To be honest with you, I don't have the money for the exam. They are very, very expensive. Nigeria should just help me out. They should help me out in any way. In any way, I will appreciate everything. The challenges I have, it happens every day. While trying to go to work, if I want to board the bus, they will, people, people are together at the bus stop. They will chance me like I will be there. I might be there before some people, but when they come, immediately they run to the bus and takes it, and the driver will not wait for me. So it's always make me feel sad every time. And also another challenge I face is that people pity me too much, especially, and it makes me lose some. Before getting this job, I lost some jobs. Right, while trying to look for a job, the man will say, Are you sure you can do this? Are you sure you can teach people? Are you sure you can stand for longer hours?" I'm very sure. I remember when I want to serve, when the NYC posted me to a school. So I went to the owner. I said I want to serve. He said we are not sure we can take you in. Are you sure you can teach this? Are you sure you can write on? I said I can do everything. So I was like, no, I'm not sure, until he tested me, and after within a year I proved him wrong. He retained me in that school. Please, so don't dwell on your disability. Oh. It has happened. It has happened. There's nothing you can do about it. Now it's not about falling down. It is about you rising up after a fall. Now, there's nothing you can do about it, but the only thing you can do about it now is to change the future. And how can you change the future? By focusing on yourself, by focusing on God's ability that is in you, by make sure it doesn't die there. You rise up to impact lives in any way you can. Just find something doing, develop your skills. Don't dwell on your disability. There's much to give. There's ability even in your disability.